Warning. School buses. Reviews. Master of Minecraft. Ready to play every day.
There's all these up here. All that stuff coming from that tree up there. Forgot what you call that, but it's all that's fallen down from the tree. The grass. Oh, there's a pear and apple. The grass back here needs to be cut really bad. Like, it's getting high. Like right here by the air conditioner, it's just getting high. Higher than. Like, it's getting really high back there. It's not too bad over here. And actually, I might just whip out the lawnmower real quick and just trim down. This whole yard needs to be cut, but the back there needs to be trimmed down. So I think we might do that. As long as the rain pertains to hold off. It probably won't, but you never know. Let's see, let's check over here. See what we got over here. What the heck? We got all this. I don't even know what all that is. That's getting a little high back here too. But it's not nearly as bad as up there on the other side. The back. Let me take a look at the back. The back is probably not going to get cut today because the dog's back there. But what's the back? Oh, the back's not too bad, but never mind. I took the back. Shut this. It's grown back there. It's grown like a out there. But I have to put the dog in the cage. That way I could get the back cut back there. At least a little bit of grass we do have in the back. So, yeah. Not much back there. I don't even know if this one's got gas. I guess we'll. Hello. I guess we'll find out when I crank it up. And if y'all have been wondering why I haven't been doing any go-kart videos recently, well, I've got a few of them that I just haven't edited, but the go-kart broke again. We had a catastrophic failure. The one of the bolts to the engine mounts broke, and now it the rev gets stuck, the throttle gets stuck open, so it'll try to go fast, like even if you're trying to brake. The brakes went out in it, and what else? Oh, and the or is that it? Might be it. I don't know. Air conditioners went off. That might be it. I can't remember if there was something else that broke on it. Other than the fact it drinks fuel. I need to trim down this section. God bless America, this thing don't even roll. This sucker don't even roll. Okay, let's crank it. Almost. There it goes. Might as well roll the damn thing through there. I don't know what that was, but hopefully it wasn't anything important. Today we're going to finish up some lawn mowing here. I got a lot of it done yesterday, but there's obviously there's still some spots where the grass is still needing to be cut. Obviously it rained last night, so there's that, but it does need to be cut. There's spots here that it needs to still be cut. All this white stuff you see is just from the from this tree here. Actually, a lot of that has already come off that tree. Fix my head mount here so it's not ridiculously. Once I crank this bad boy up, you're not going to be hearing a daggum thing I say. So I'm going to do our choke. Actually, here's a good time. I'll show you how you crank this. So let's pretend the parking brake is off. So if your parking brake is not on, you'd hold the brake, but I always set the parking brake. So make sure you're neutral and make sure your blade is off. Make sure you got your key in the stop position. Turn your idle switch up to choke. Turn your key on. Crank it. Get it out of the choke. I'm going to go low idle. Let off the brake. Let it in reverse. Bump it up a little. And then go up to fast idle and then blade on. There's still some So this lawnmower here now, I'm gonna crank her up, make sure she is all right, because she was out in the rain all night last night, and you know how that goes. With these types of lawnmowers, they can get a little smoky sometimes. So I'm just gonna crank her on up. That was a little smoky when it first fired up, but see, it's a little smoky because of all this water on here, so we gotta get some of that off. It's a little smoky when you crank her up and let her off. Alright, I'm gonna try and get what I couldn't get under here yesterday. This tree here is hanging down with all these pears and peaches or whatever these are. So I gotta kind of move that out of the way. Of course, it's not gonna move out of the way, so what we're gonna do. See if I can kind of move this. Maybe not. I might see if I can get the riding lawnmower. I may have to trim that little piece. I got it. Okay. There's like this weird screen. Probably because there's still some dew on the ground. Little spot here I can get with this lawnmower. Then I gotta get under that tree there. We had to leave off there yesterday because it was raining. It started to rain. But it needs to be cut right here.
Freakshow.